Joining us now to discuss the meetings today and what has transpired is the Federal Minister of Finance, Jim Flaherty. Mr. Flaherty, thanks for being with us.
Pleasure.
Less than a week before Christmas, this has been characterized by at least one minister, Ontario's, as a lump of coal instead of a gift. Did you blindside these guys over lunch with this? Tell us how it came about.
No, not at all. We had transfers on the agenda for our meeting. We usually talk about transfers at our meetings in December. As you know, it's been very topical what would happen with respect to healthcare transfers going forward, what would happen with the Canada Social Transfer. We already dealt with equalization a few years ago. That's growing at the rate of growth of the economy. That is increases of nominal GDP. So now we're doing the same thing with the Canada Health Transfer, 6% for the next 5 years. After that, the rate of growth of the federal transfer will be nominal GDP, which is a little bit north of 4%. Right now, or not less than 3%. So in case we went through some sort of recession, we're guaranteeing a floor of 3% annual increase.
But this agreement that is soon to expire that provides the 6% was something that was negotiated with the provinces. This wasn't negotiated at all. This was you walking in the room and saying, here's how it's going to be.
Well, we have to have a sustainable financial plan. So do the provinces, so do the cities. And the federal government is planning ahead. We want to make sure over time that we will have a healthcare system that people can use, that it'll be there when people need it, when our children need it and our grandchildren. To do that, it has to have sustainable funding. We know from what we've seen in Europe that if you run big deficits and debt, that you'll get into a very difficult situation. We'll end up having a crisis. We want to avoid that, so we're getting on a sustainable path for healthcare spending in Canada.
But depending where that nominal GDP goes after 2016-17, we could conceivably see the federal portion being cut in half.
It'd be increasing at 3% per year. You have to have a context here. The provinces, on average, this year are increasing their healthcare spending, and they're primarily responsible for healthcare, at 3.2%. The federal government's increasing it at 6%. So it seems to me we're acting more than reasonably compared to their own level of spending increase.
Should we read anything into this, Minister, in terms of where your government's going with entitlement programs?
No, I think affordability is the key, and sustainability. These health programs, of course, are very important. We all value our healthcare system in Canada. We want it to be there 20 and 30 years down the road. So we have to take the necessary steps to make sure that it's sustainable over time and affordable for Canadians without big tax increases, without any tax increases at all.
We'll leave it at that. Federal Finance Minister Jim Flaherty, thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.